I would say that the thing that I've learned all the way back to camp, and everything that I've done, both in the military and outside the military in my professional career, is to say yes. When you say yes, it means that things come to you. When, they always say, especially in the military, you guys know this, don't volunteer for anything, right?
That's lesson number one.
Yeah. My experience, both in and out of the military, is I said yes to everything. It didn't matter what it was. It was an experience for me and an opportunity for me to learn something. And that yes led me to another yes, which leads you to another yes. And you get to where you want to go by saying yes. You don't get to where you want to go by saying no to some things and yes to some, other things. I'm talking about smart decisions, right? You're going to say no to things that are not going to serve you. I'm talking about opportunities. Say yes, even though it might not be your end goal, it will get you there. And I'll give you a really quick example. I spent a lot of years in the television and still in the television and film industry. And when I got out of the Navy, I had more experience than most of my counterparts my age, but I didn't know anybody. Not one person in the industry I knew. And I asked people, how do you get work? And they said, well, in order to work, you have to be working. Well, then how do you get to work? Well, you got to be working. You can't put those two things together, right? So the very first opportunity that came along for me, I said yes to. And it was a grunt job on some set that didn't mean anything, but by being on the set, I was working. And I said yes to that. And while I was on the set, something else happened that I said yes to. And that catapulted me, and I've never stopped working since. And I got out of the Navy in 1990, so that was 30 years ago, and I haven't stopped working since, because you say yes. Try not to be so pinpoint laser, like, well, if it's not exactly the thing that I want, I'm just not going to do it. Don't do that. You're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. I've been like Cosmo, I've been all over the world, both in and out of the military, because of all my yeses. All the things that I've done, it was because I said yes. And so my biggest piece of advice is just say yes, and you'll get there. Say yes.